Before leaving for Vancouver, the boys took me to the LA Coliseum, the site of the 1932 and 1984 Summer Olympic Games.
July 28th, 1984 was the first ceremony I remember watching, and since then it really has kind of like shaped my life.
Reminiscing about the 32 and 84 opening ceremonies reminded them of the last opening ceremony they attended in Beijing.
I mean, how can you even describe what the opening ceremonies are like to someone that hasn't?
I can't.
It's literally the most amazing feeling.
In the summer of 2008, Charlie and Tyler took Beijing by storm, documenting the games in all their glory.
At the Olympics, I feel, for one, the most extreme sense of patriotism that I ever feel.
Can we talk about the quick fact that at the opening ceremonies, when they announced George Bush being at the opening ceremonies in the Bird's Nest, Charlie and I were like, "Yay, George Bush!
That was probably
America.
The only time I've ever cheered.
And we both looked at each other and was like, did we just
do
cheer
that?
for George W. Bush?
Close up on President Bush.
Pierre de Coubertin, when he founded the modern Olympic movement, said that the modern Olympic Games will be a movement without politics.
But politics or not, it still raises the question of how comfortable Charlie and Tyler can be while attending Olympics in countries that aren't exactly known for being gay-friendly.
I mean, China, it's dangerous to be an openly homosexual.
Still, that didn't stop Tyler from stripping down to his Speedo and running around the Great Wall of China.
That was a very vulnerable situation, actually, come to think of it.
You know, regardless of identity, you know, whether you're gay, straight, you know, black or white, you need to live out loud and be just very proud of who you are. You know, we're very carefree, and because of that, other people aren't like, oh my God, look at them. A little bit at first, they're a little bit, oh my God, look at that. But then at the same time, they're like, well, this is the games. This is the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun. I think there's no other way to be.
Even in the modern Olympic Games, out of thousands of athletes, only a small handful were open about being gay during the 2008 Olympics. One of them is Australian diver and gold medalist Matthew Mitchum, pictured here on the cover of The Advocate. It seems as if the idea of gay Olympians is a subject the Olympic Committee would rather ignore.
It's like, don't ask, don't tell. You don't discuss it. It does not exist. The IOC will not touch it at all. They won't even address it.
But Tyler and Charlie hope that will soon change. As history shows us, it's probably only a matter of time until more and more athletes come out, especially considering that this year, for the first time ever, there will be a pride house where gay athletes and their coaches, families, and friends can hang out without judgment during the Vancouver Games.
This is going to be a really interesting Olympics, though, just an experiment, because we have more, I think, out athletes going into this Games than all 108 years of the modern Olympics.
With Vancouver right around the corner, I decided to help the guys brush up on their athletics. Yeah, so maybe handstands and back handsprings aren't Olympic sports yet, but you never know. To really get into the Olympic spirit, the boys busted out their winter wardrobe. But with no snow to be found in LA, they had to come up with Plan B.
Olympians gone wild!
Come on, buddy. Here you go. How's it going back there, Tyler?
It's probably safe to say that Charlie and Tyler won't be taking their Speedos with them to Vancouver, but they will be taking enthusiasm and energy that they hope will inspire you to watch the games just a little more closely.
The Olympics are, very basically, it's about athleticism, it's about fair play, and it's about integrity. Nothing more, nothing less.
And even if you're not into sports, the Olympics or Bust Boys hope you'll witness something during the games that in some small way might inspire you.
The Olympic motto is Citius Altius Fortius, higher, faster, stronger. It's always about achieving the peak of your potential. It's, to me, and this is one of the reasons I love the Olympics, and as cheesy as it sounds, it's the closest we come to world peace. Because, like, don't think about what's happening outside of this kind of Olympic bubble. And for, 16 days, it just feels like
everyone comes together.
The way the world's supposed to be.
All right. You can watch Charlie and Tyler's reports from the Vancouver Olympic Games on advocate.com.